Oh my! Oh boy. What in the... We've stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first one to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! So it's the butler? Mr. Armano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he is my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. Why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I better investigate the crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage. And right to the dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From a cursory examination, I believe this man died from a fatal bullet wound. Sure, calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Can't examine the car? This is an unusually shaped pendant that was totally not shown in episode 1. The last case I worked on, that it was like... What is it? Is something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice! It is worth something after all. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Devoray. Colin Devils? Are you calling devils? Maybe? Maybe that's the pun? I don't know. Who cares? Colin Devoray. But this man's name is... Something not right about the name on that pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Devoray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. As long as the Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy report done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but I can see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds in his abdomen and 1 in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the one in the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near the shoulder is an exit wound. That's a really weird angle, then. Nice. I knew you could figure it out. Comes with experience. I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene is a bit too clean for a murder, where the bullet went clean through. Yeah, there's not much blood. He was killed somewhere else for sure. Should make a note of this oddity. Lance! Lance! Where are you, sweetie? Who are you? Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, This is bad. He's really looking good. Stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for that playboy like him. You're in love with him. Is she schizo? Sounds like someone who doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation. Might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. Oh, yeah, she's a killer. She's a killer and kidnapper, for sure. For sure, it's her. She's out for money. Lance's family's rich. She gets money if he dies, like they're wed or something. Well, it feels like a little early for her to do it, but whatever. It's her. It's definitely her. Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. His girlfriend. Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. Yeah, Alita Tiala kind of situation, but Alita was fiance, so they were they were going to be married, but the whole situation happened before they could, and then she was pretty much screwed at that point. Well, we haven't gotten that far yet, but I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. So licking that thing like a ring pop. I got what she has. She has a ring pop. So we gotta get in the act. I haven't got this ring as a present for Lance. Haha. You know what? She reminds me of a cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. And I began to worry. I looked everywhere for him. And I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Yeah, I really don't trust her. I don't trust this woman at all. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Yeah, that's kind of suspicious that she knows he's been kidnapped, and she really shouldn't know. Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing now. Looks like he's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgars, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Hold it! My man brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. You don't say. You don't say, huh, Lang? Thank you, Captain Obvious. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Who? Are you kidding me? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What, sir? I had nothing to do with it, sir. Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. But we need evidence. You need evidence. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of thing's impractical fluff that's not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest a suspicious person after a suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. This guy sucks. This guy just straight up sucks. This guy's a clown, just like the music playing right now. And the clown that played it for me on stream, aka Pokegirl. But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. And you're clean as a whistle? How about, alright, let's arrest you then. Why? Because we feel like it. You're a suspicious person, so we gotta arrest you, right, Lang? Your logic, by the way. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Heh. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of the law enforcement? You! How dare you speak so disrespectful to our Shifu? Hold it! Are we finally gonna get? Are we gonna cross-examine him? You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Zi says every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that's a true victory. Alright, I'll give you your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. I've seen a lot of bodies like this one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance. But even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of the law enforcement like Officer Meekin, is that right? Is that your reasoning? We're in America. We have the Second Amendment. Getting a gun is not very hard. Oh wait, you're a fool. You're from another country. You have no idea how our laws work. Solid as a rock. It's based on a philosophy of detainment. What is this philosophy of detainment? Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girly. In my country, the criminals have a saying. Beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, Lang means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. As for the detainment philosophy, it's my father and my honorable ancestor Lang Zi. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he was that famous. Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhangfa police still trains his recruits using his philosophy. But thousands of years ago? That makes our story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe that something as ancient as that can apply to today's world? You want to put it to a test?
Hold
Yes, I think that anyone who saw the bullet wound would come to the same conclusion. Heh, don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Langsy says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is a killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
Hold it!
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study when what every child on the street corner already knows? It's that Shina. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Okay, so maybe this is like a custom law in Japanifornia or whatever. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers. In that case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh. Other than Officer Meekins, I don't know one else whose weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. I didn't take it more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey, you, show me your gun. Ow! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun. What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir! I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? Ha 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 ha! And it looks like you're still the only suspect we got. You're the one who waited outside the garage to ambush the killer and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. I mean, there's no blood at the scene. And if the victim was killed in the garage, there'd be blood everywhere. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you're looking, did you not think yourself that it was a little too clean? Yeah! So, you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't a crime scene. And if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic is just as sound as mine. Your logic isn't sound. What are you talking about? In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey you, your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What are you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like, I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligation so lightly? Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you, too. His eyes is just like... It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while sailing dreams in a Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I completely got up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself in this area, sir. What is this Blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the Blue Badger mobile was just a Roman souvenir shop? Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. Seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. You try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer. Sir, Roger, sir. Doesn't really look like a way to sell merchandise in it.
Hold it!
Alright then, where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir. It must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay then, why are you here in the Wild West area? It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. Yes, sir. Well, first, I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls and sir. Well, what did you expect when you're dressed like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so...
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams? Sir, the Blue Badger mobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweet little like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am. The innocence drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am. Like guilty jawbreakers. That's all I know is that I punched the Blue Badger mobile along in my sworn duty, ma'am. Pushed it along.
Hold it!
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers. No, sir. Of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right. Wow, you're good at this, forcing people to confessing, Mr. Edgeworth. You'll be frank. I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. Well, one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks before I knew it. Haha, good old drop kicks. I dished out a few fair shares of those when I was a kid. I was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir! That's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to with your head high, officer. Sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there's one flaw in Officer Meekin's story. But I have the feeling he'll need some prodding before he spills the beans. What I'm finding is get lots of. I'm actually not exactly.
Objection!